Commissioner Barry will join in shortly. All right, good evening, everyone. I'll call to order the meeting of the Governors Commission on African Affairs today, June 8th, 2028. I'd like to do a roll call. Wow, Commissioner Tope is not here. Okay, Commissioner Tope, not here. Commissioner Jai,
Present.
uh, okay, Commissioner Atabong, Commissioner Barry. Her mom is in the hospital, but she'll be joining shortly. Um, Commissioner Darcy,
Present.
Commissioner Wendell, uh, Commissioner Wanage here, Commissioner Marfat.
Present.
Okay. Yeah, Commissioner Wambui,
Present.
um, Commissioner Adedana,
Present.
Asong,
Present.
Commissioner Jones is not here. Commissioner Gelaitu,
Here. Present.
Commissioner Jones,
Present.
Commissioner McKay. Okay. All right. Any late addition to the agenda, Madam Cheryl?
No, sir. And I posted the agenda in the chat.
Okay. All right. I'll ask for a motion to adopt the agenda.
I move the motion.
Second the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. None opposed. So the motion is here. The agenda is here adopted. The next order of business is approval of the minutes. The minutes for March 30th, 2026 was distributed, and also that of May 21st, 2026, the emergency meeting. That was a short one. I know everybody read the minutes. I read it, and it's accurate, Ms. Cheryl. So I also like to ask for a motion to adopt the approval of the last minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Any second?
A second.
Any discussion for if there's any later any addition of anybody that read that felt that there's something that we didn't add? If not, all in favor? So yeah,
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Song,
Aye. Sorry.
okay. Okay. Any opposition? All right. So the agenda for March 30th, 2026, and that of May 21st, 2026 is here adopted. Then okay, thank you. The next order of business is opening remarks by myself. Thank you everybody that was able to join the last emergency meeting that we had. I know that was kind of a Hail Mary, but you guys were able to show up and we're able to have a conversation about for the health committee. I thank everybody for that. The chairs we've been having a meeting, and in that meeting we were able to welcome Miss Sherry as the new addition, or I mean, she's not a new addition, but a new role at GOSI. So I would like everybody to welcome her officially. as we move forward, and well deserved. She's been a fan of mine, and now she's taking a different role. I would like to give her a second to just quick intro for people that don't really know her and also know what her new role is. Thank you. You're muted.
Of course. Thank you so much, Chair Vincent. Yes, my name is Shree Wareheim. I have served for the past 3 years as the Executive Assistant for the Governor's Office of Community Initiatives, now under the leadership of Special Secretary Martinez. I am transitioning to Director of Operations and Legislative Affairs. So I will, just consider me your Gal Friday is really what that means. They gave me that title because I asked for the Wizard of Oz, and there's copyright infringement involved with that. So very happy to be here. Very happy to support the commission in anything at all that you need. I think many of you that have worked with me in the past know that I am always your advocate and happy to work with you to get to that yes. So that being said, I am just happy to be here and happy to serve you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, for people that haven't, any of us that have not interacted with Miss Sherry, she's a great soul. Let me just leave it at that. So thank you, and we're excited to work with you, and we have three magnificent people working with us now: Miss Sherry, Miss Cheryl, and of course, none other than Dr. Brown.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yes.
question. So, Ms. Sherry, again, welcome. So, two things. One is she just an addition to the team, or she's replacing any leadership? And number two is, do you have to name yourself Sherry to get a position in in leadership?
I know,
So,
right? You have to have that CHER or you're not in. Sorry, guys.
Is that a memo some of us haven't gotten yet?
So there's been a lot of restructure at GOSI, and from my perspective, very welcome. So there's going to be some movement that everybody will get to
Okay.
probably will come from Dr. Brown, get to know later on. But yeah, there's been a lot of movement, but I for the better. I will talk about some of the new things that Special Secretary Martinez has rolled out that will make it easier for us to serve the community. So with that said, I'll turn it over to none other than Dr. Brown. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, as always. Hello, everybody. I missed y'all. I ain't gonna don't tell my other commission, but I really, really missed you. And I heard that you was doing amazing work when I was gone. So I appreciate it. It's our time of year. It's June. We got 3 months until September. So I know when we get down to the agenda, everything's taken care of, right? Don't answer that. I know the answer. So we will get to that in a second. But I wanted to say everybody who reached out to me, thank you. I appreciate it. My mother's okay. I had some other things going on. Everything worked out good. I lost 15 pounds, but I'm here. I feel great. I feel great. So I'm ready to get back to work and hit the ground running. So if you need me, you all have my number. I am trying to set up appointments with everybody to kind of hear what I miss. So as we transition, like Chair said, I know what to tell Secretary Martinez and figure out how we can make the commission even better than it was before I took my sabbatical. So once again, I'm here if you need me. And Chair Special Martinez was supposed to be here tonight. So if she doesn't come on, my apologies. She'll catch up with us. I'm gonna yield some of my time now. So if she does come on, if you can give her the floor to have a little speak, okay? All right, but thank y'all. Thank y'all for all that you do, and let's get started for African Heritage Month.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So the next order of business is the bylaws discussion. So I don't know if everybody has had a chance to take a look at the bylaws. and see if there's any suggestions. I mean, it's something you guys want us to skip over and forward it again to, then we can discuss it. Okay. All right, Ms. Cheryl, if please you can resend the bylaws to everybody, and I will skip it over on this meeting and then discuss it probably if we need to have a special meeting for that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. The next order of business are the committees. I think we should start with the health committee because they have a lot more stuff going on that are kind of coming up, so that we can have a more detailed conversation with them and see, how we amplify what they're currently doing, and then we'll go back to the order. So if you guys don't mind, we'll start with the health. Commissioner Tope and McCabe, I'll turn it over to you guys since Commissioner Atabong is not here.
Tope, do you want to take it as the chair?
No, yes. Well, since a lot of the good evening, everyone, and part of my late arrival. Well, since a lot of the planning centers around the mental health topic, and that's what we're reporting out, I reckon you probably, report out on that. And then anything else, concerning outreach in the community, I could, follow up with that after you report out. Make sense?
Absolutely. So good evening again, everyone. So we're going to do um, a health summit, and it's going to focus around mental health, and the topic is mind, culture, community, redefining mental health for the African diaspora. So we're going to have a three-panel discussion, and we're going to ask questions that's geared towards mental health and what that looks like. So we've already identified the questions, we have identified the panel, and we are doing it July the 11th from 12 to 2. Everyone has confirmed. We have the pictures, the bios, everything is going there. We're excited. It's going to be virtual, 100% online. There's a QR code on the flyer so people can just tap into it and add on. Commissioner Addabong and myself will be the moderators. Trying to give you all like a complete rundown. Let me know if you have any questions about it. It's really going to be centering the culture, like who we are, advancing mental health, mental wellness among our population. That's it. Did I miss anything, Tope?
You pretty much covered all the bases. Thank you so much, Commissioner McCabe. So for the community outreach, we have our eyes set on doing an engagement at the Anne Arundel Africa Heritage Festival. And that's going to be happening on the tail end of August, right coinciding when kids are going back to school. So we have an opportunity to come up with something really creative and fun. I've identified stakeholders in the community that can provide interactive experience with the kids, promoting STEM, of course, using remote control car racing as a point of entry and to just get young people excited at the Africa Heritage Festival. And then on the health front, we're looking to reach out to the county health department and see what sort of collaboration we can strike for that day. So that's where we stand as of now. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Tope. And as part of the, I think, conversation we had in that meeting, the Anne Arundel African festival was chosen because not that it's the best organized, but is the one that is more central, that most people will be able to attend. And as the health committee said, to have a table also and just organize with other health departments to be able to attend to most of the people that come there. And that's a way also for us to get people to start thinking about health, especially people in our community. So they are doing a lot of work, and thank you, Commissioner McCabe and Tobin for the work you guys do. Commissioner Tabong is not here, so thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Chair.
So the next committee is business. Commissioner Asong.
Yes, thanks, Chairman. We haven't been able to have a meeting yet. We had that scheduled something, but schedules could not really meet, so we're not able to have that meeting. But we plan on one this coming Thursday. Obviously, not everybody will be able to make that meeting, but we have to one way or the other move ahead. That is one. I think the second thing to understand is that, even though we'll technically be kicking off this Thursday, with my best judgment, we are not late when it comes to activities that we can do throughout the year. There should be clarity in what we want to do. So we are going to kick off that meeting on Thursday with very clear goals on what to do, and for the coming year. So I expect some updates, at least from me or the committee in the coming weeks to come. What we have done in the committee is to share so many activities, and I think and Commissioner Maureen and a few have been very excellent with that, to share some certain activities within the community that commissioners have been able to participate. If they have participated, they can share their experiences. But we have that going on, which I really like. Activities around the community, and to just share who can participate, they do participate. So that is something which is good. But like I said, we're gonna have updates within the next week or so on a very clear path moving forward. But just to add to the health committee, I know they spoke about mental health as a topic, to Commissioner Tope. Just for you guys, if you can consider autism, it will be something which is good. And I say that because it is, with my observations, it's a topic or an issue that is within our community, which is underspoken in so many ways or hardly understood in so many ways, especially within the African community. Just what just what centers around autistic kids or autism. So if that's something you guys can consider down the line, I would greatly appreciate. But yeah, back to you, Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Song. The flagship event, which is the economic forum, that is still on the table, right?
Yes, very well on the table and a little bit more. Again, after Thursday, I'll provide very clear updates on that.
Okay.
Yes,
Excellent.
please.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Tope, you have your
Yeah,
hand up.
just wanted to thank Commissioner Asong, for the suggestion on autism. Incidentally, it is one of the individuals in our community here in Maryland who happens to be a fantastic singer and also a big, proponent for autism. He's someone that's spoken about reaching out to autism organizations in certain parts of Maryland close to him, with the hope that we can engage in a meaningful way. So, Commissioner Song, I would really like for us to talk sooner than later about how we can reach out to those organizations and perhaps tie that in to what we're planning for the mental health. Appreciate
Yes,
that
please.
suggestion, sir.
Thanks,
Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. No, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I think you need to talk to Commissioner Wambui, because one of the biggest providers for for autism, I would say one of the biggest that I've been to with a center is Commissioner Wambui's very good friend. I went to their open house, so speak to her. I mean, Commissioner McCabe and Tope, if you guys want to add that, she's definitely somebody, and she's a supporter of the commission as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Darcy, you have your hand up.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairman. In line with the discussion on autism, I also wanted to propose to the Health Committee to invite the gentleman Eric Carpenter, I believe, on the Eric IDs law to bring awareness of Eric IDs law in our community. So parents with special need with autism are aware that as the kids age, they there's a law that accommodates children with autism that they can go and get their ID and have the ID book, the butterfly. So a lot of people in our community are not aware of that Eric IDs law. So please include that in your program as well. If you can reach out to the family, that would be great.
Thank you. Thank you. Commissioner Barry, special ed um, attorney, and she's been working with special needs for a very long time. So go ahead.
Yeah, let's just say I'm so excited about this. I've spent so many years trying to talk about this in our communities, and not just in our communities, but generally, especially when it comes to not just the children, but adult autism, is very prevalent. I know that at least 1 in 3 people are impacted with some form of disability. So let me know what, if anything, I can do to help with this. This is really important. And if I don't did Dr. Darcy, did you say you can reach out to Eric and his mom, or did you say they should?
Now, I was just proposing because I don't have their contact, so anyone that is close to them can reach out to them and let them know about the health summit so they can come and talk about the Eric's ID law to bring awareness in our community.
Okay, I can reach out to Eric and his mom.
All right, thank you.
If you want, I can reach out to Eric and his mom if you want. Yeah, it's a great thing, and we can talk about the different organizations. We have CSAC and many other organizations here in the state of Maryland. I can tell you that there are several that actually deal with this, and many of them are big, some are small. There's also an organization that is started by a woman for her adult child, son with autism, called Autism After 21, something like that. So you can kind of look at the different perspectives of they're not African. No, neither are they immigrants. They're not even people of color. But I think, we can have folks who really understand and have been doing this work when it comes to autism, especially in adults, as well as children. There are schools like Ivy Mount and all these schools and groups and organizations who do this all the time. And you can get pretty good experts to participate.
Health committee, I think they've given you actually a third event because I think autism might be an event by itself.
Doing the same thing.
I think you guys should figure out another, because it's such a
Yeah.
volatile topic that I think it needs a session by itself. Yes. So you guys consider that. Thank you. All right. Then we turn it over to you, Commissioner Barry, Arts and Culture Community.
Yeah, we haven't met either. We're picking dates for during the week in the evening. It's been a little bit more difficult with things moving around, and I'll take full responsibility as chair. But we are narrowing down the day of the week. We have narrowed it down to now during the week in the evenings. So we're narrowing on the actual day itself. It's either going to be a Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday evening meetings. And as soon as we narrow it down, which I'm sure we will by this week, I'll send it out to Cheryl and the chair and Dr. Brown. And we'll go from there. But then we'll start meeting ASAP.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And okay, to our most difficult committee, which is education. Commissioner Jones was trying to resign, which I did not accept his resignation. So So this is one of the main things I wanted to talk about in this meeting. And to set up a new committee that he can work with. The last time when it was set up, we had Commissioner Adabong and Commissioner Blank Jones, Commissioner Dedana, Commissioner Ume, then Wendell and Marifat. So we need to reestablish that committee because Commissioner Jones has tried over and over to have an actual meeting, but it hasn't been possible. So I want to first ask people to volunteer to rejoin that committee. And then if not, then we'll have to appoint people into the committee. So if you will willingly agree to get back into the committee, please indicate. And everybody's quiet.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I am very interested in serving on the education committee. So please talk me in.
Okay, so Commissioner Dedana, you have your hand up okay.
Yeah, I wanted to raise a point, but maybe this relates to the bylaw discussion. I mean, is it worth having a conversation about if it's so difficult to get, well, Commissioner Topai just chimed in saying he's interested, so this might be a moot point. But if it's for 2 years, it's been this difficult to convene a group, do we have to focus on this topic? I mean, if it's mandated by the bylaws, is it something that can be changed? Is there another topic that people feel would be of best use, or you, Chair, Mr. Chair, would feel is of good use? Because I'm fine with it existing, but I also want to say the quiet part out loud, which is if we haven't had a meeting in 2 years, is this something that should be pursued, and should there be a different topic that maybe other people would respond better to? I don't have all the details as to why things aren't happening, but I'm offering that in case that's helpful.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Wampi, can you wait a second? Let's Dr. Brown go first. All right, Dr. Brown.
Like that comment by Commissioner Dr. Jones, is there anything that you want to do that you had in mind for this commission that maybe me and you can work on and just get things pushing, moving along? So you don't have to answer that tonight. Just think about it before we get it, because obviously you became the chair and you had some things that might be beneficial to the committee in a whole. If it's something me and you can work on and we can just report it back into this committee until we find people that's active, I'll be willing to step up and do that with you until we figure it out.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Brown. But I think there's a deeper question. I mean, in terms of what Commissioner Dedana said, is that that we have to do. I mean, we have to work, right? The time to keep giving excuses, as I think we need to get it going. And I mean, one of those things that I know that we can do right now in terms of education is voter education right now in this election, right? So we can educate people. That's part of education. We can educate people. I know it's something that Commissioner Shola has done the last election. So there's a lot that we can, I mean, little things that we can do right now. But I'll let Commissioner Wambui talk. Go ahead, Commissioner Wambui.
Thank you. First off, I want to say I agree with Commissioner Adedana. If the education committee is not working at this time, we can move on to something else. I was thinking at the top of my mind, legislative committee, just as a suggestion, because I know we've spoken about this a couple of times, but I also love the idea of voter education, because I know we've been doing it individually, but as a commission, it will be greatly appreciated at this time. So maybe consider both suggestions and anyone else's suggestion. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner Wambui. I know the people um, in the health committee have asked whether we can merge both, but is a question that I think our bylaw or the charter says that we have to have this four. So I don't think it's something that we can do on our own. So unless we want to call it education and legislative, if that will make it a little more attractive to people to join. But I think that, I mean, Commissioner Wendell, welcome. Commissioner Wendell is one of those, is also part of the education committee. So I think maybe Dr. Brown, yourself and myself and Commissioner Jones, maybe we can talk after and then come up with something that we can report back to the commission and then figure it out from there. But at least Commissioner Tobey said he can join. Commissioner Marifat, are you because you're on that committee, are you still okay with being on it?
Yes, I'm still available to support.
Okay. All right. All right. So Commissioner Jones, we'll have a conversation, you, myself, and Dr. Brown, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you. All right. The next order of business are the working groups, and the first on the list is African Heritage Month celebration, and I will turn it over to the special committee on the Commissioner Barrett.
Okay, so we don't have anything to report yet, for September, other than what we talked about before. We don't have anything new to report. We had a brief conversation with, Maureen and Commissioner Adedana. Can you remind me the gentleman's name for the
For the African
for the June for the jollof?
Okay.
So I'll probably let either Commissioner Maureen or Commissioner Adedana maybe report on that. They were more intimately involved in that than I was. Either ladies, do you have anything you can tell the commission? Probably Commissioner Adedana, because this was her brainchild to begin with.
No, I mean, I did my best to corral us to get back to Mr. Akin. There was a discussion about it potentially being transferred to arts, culture, and faith. Um, we emailed and nothing came of it. So unfortunately, there's not much that I can report. I really do regret that we weren't able to get back to Mr. Akin in a timely manner because according to his schedule, the event was supposed to be this coming week. But effectively, it was just left among us. So we discussed it amongst ourselves. I asked everybody how we should proceed forward. If it was supposed to go to arts, culture, and faith, what would that look like? And I didn't hear back. So I didn't have the bandwidth to keep pushing on that front. And I also have a 250 update, and that's where my attention has been. But I did my best to see if we could take this forward.
Okay. Commissioner, sorry, Dr. Brown.
So I'm fortunate. I've been keeping up with Ken when I was out of it because I left so sudden. I couldn't give you the vision I had for this with running with Adidana's plan with getting something so we can have something in June and something in September. And since we lost a staffer, I asked Ken to push it back to September. So where we're standing at, it was supposed to happen this week. They found a location in Prince George's County Community College. He had everything to go, but I didn't have any details to move forward further. So I asked if we can push that event to September. So he agreed. So we are there, and then we can kind of pick it back up from there. But he is on board with making it a part of African Heritage Month. All right, that's the update up there.
Excellent. Okay, so I guess we'll Commissioner Adenana will put you in touch. I mean, you'll be the point of contact for the commission with Akin, and so that you can report back to us. Does that work for you?
Let me think about that because again, I'm working on 250 things right now, so
Okay.
I don't want to make promises that I can't keep.
Okay.
I'm happy to be copied on the emails, but admittedly, I don't know if I can spearhead this. I was well positioned to do that earlier in the year, but my own calendar and my own commitments are changing as we progress. So I'm happy to be a number two, but I can't. I have to be honest and say I can't be number one on this.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll be in a much better headspace and much better space. Anyway, in a couple of days, and everything will be right back to normal, and we'll be good. So it's all right. We'll be good with the either bringing it, well, not either, bring it into the African Heritage Month part of the since it's September and taking care of it. So we'll be good.
Okay. Dr. Darcy, you had your hand up.
Yeah, talking about the African Heritage Month activity, I just wanted us to discuss further on the bill that was put in the House that didn't pass. If we can get an update, because we did see that under the GCOAA office, there were certain bills like the Muslim American Heritage Month and the Jewish American Heritage Month that was passed. But I just wanted to know in terms of ethnic groups and ethnic groups, how many bills were put in and how many passed, because it is, I was really disappointed and sad to know that a bill did not pass, and knowing that there's a vibrant community, African immigrant community here in the States, and we've been pushing for this. So I don't know if somebody can talk about that. So if it's something that we have to continue pushing until it passes and it becomes a law.
Yes, I can actually speak to you as your Director of Operations and Legislative Affairs. So,
Thank you.
We had two major bills passed for ethnicities. That is Korean American Day. I need to tell you, it took them 3 years before that passed. You may think that it's an innocuous bill simply to uplift a heritage, but it did take 3 years for that to pass. Muslim and Jewish Heritage Month, it took 2 years for that to pass. So these pieces of legislation, I know that they seem like it would be a no-brainer, right? But they do still take time. And it's you really never know where the chips are going to land, but yes, we're going to push it every year until it's our time. That's my plan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. Before you move on to the chair, I have my hand raised on the last, before you get to that one, Commissioner Berry, with pertaining to the
Heritage Month.
no, yes, the Jollof Rice competition, the Heritage Month. I'll be your point of contact to Fairmont, so we can work on it together. The goal was to get that piece of event to be a GOSI event and be an initiative out of here. It wasn't supposed to be technically all the way a commission event. It was supposed to you support it so I can help spearhead it on the GOSI side. So it was a piece of information that was missing because I was absent. So I wanted to kind of give you that before you jump right into, and I want to kind of pick that back up so I can work hand in hand so we can see how just the commissioner can fall in place with it instead of it be a heavy lift for the commission, if that makes sense.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. Commissioner Barry, is your hand is still up?
Yes. So on the subject of this legislation, this is what I think we need to be, right? We can make a request, and members of the public testified, and so on and so forth. we as a commission and a community have to be able to understand that for everything that is gained in this country, you never just ask, especially when it comes to marginalized communities like ours, communities who usually are not used to being given a platform or a voice. It's one of those things where you have to speak up and you have to be dogged about it, and you cannot be shy about it. There's a reason a commission was created. There's a reason we are here. And we're here to liaise between our community and the governor's office and to make sure the governor really understands where we are and where we stand. And I think in these things, we have to take, my personal opinion, we have to take strong stances and be very, very present vocally, and if need be, physically. And as we move forward with this and we try to present it again, I think Delegate Miracle North will probably we'll bring it back up next session, which starts in January. But the work does not start in January. The work starts before January, before session comes in January, which means we have to make sure we get to every elected official who could be voting on this, especially at the committee level initially, because it didn't even come out of committee. They didn't even discuss it in committee. They didn't vote on it in committee. Do you understand what that means? That means it could not even come out to the whole to even have a vote in a conversation. And that in of itself, to me, was even worse, right? So I wrote a letter. I tried to ask community to write things because it was very disappointing to not even have a discussion. And for us to have as much impact on Maryland that and our elected officials can't even have, is even more disheartening. And we have to hold their feet to the fire. This was an election year, and sometimes, you're supposed to be able to get the most during that time because you can push up, but it's okay. I say between now and January, we start looking at plans to reach out into these into the committee, because the committee is going to go into, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be the what's the new acronym? Government,
Government, labor, and elections,
GLEE.
affectionately known as GLEE.
GLEE.
Yes.
Not the singing Glee, but
Nope.
GLEE. Affectionately known as GLEE. So it's going to be going into the GLEE committee. So looking at it and starting the work with GLEE and the chair of GLEE. And before we go to the top of the top, the Speaker of the House, and then to the Senate, to make sure that there's a cross filing being done on the legislation. Because we only had it in the House. We didn't have a senator to take it up and do a cross file. So all these things have to be done legislatively and be pushing and know who to go to before we get to the end result of trying to get it voted on. So I'm just bringing it to our attention so that we understand what these things will take and the processes that's going to take for us to get this thing passed.
Okay. Okay, I know you all have a lot to say about this. Can we take it up at other business, because so that we can go over Maryland 250, if you guys don't mind, but if you want to continue the conversation, we can.
If I can say something, Chair, please.
I wanted to, okay.
There are other hands that are up before you.
This is Commissioner Amsala Galete, and then I'm in support of Commissioner Barry. Yes, whoever is spearheading this agenda, and they should communicate with their own representative at their location. We can also discuss between of us and see we can communicate, and for state delegates at our the person who represents our community, that they can work together. That way we can just gather everybody, not just one person, just not a letter. someone can speak for us. We have to push the people who sent to the state house that can hear us. We can just sit down and discuss and gather everybody so they can push this agenda. That's what I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, Commissioner Darcy, after you, then Commissioner Dedana. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chairman. I wanted to ask if it is okay to create a petition that the community can complete from now till when session starts. So when we are talking to our elected officials and even to our sponsor, we have a voice to present that this number of people within the African community has signed this petition in support of the governor for the House or the Senate to pass September as African Heritage Month. That's all.
All right, thank you. I mean, of course, off the record, Commissioner Dedana has been having that conversation with me to see what we can do better. But I'll turn it over to her and then thank you.
My question is for Sherry, which is how long did it take for the Muslim American and Jewish American months to pass?
2 years.
Okay. Yeah, I think that as Commissioner Barry said, of course, definitely there are things we can do better than we did last year, individually and also collectively. But it starts with, I guess it will start after the election because we don't know who's still going to be in those committees on after the election. So you don't want to talk to the old chair or the old people because after the election, the speaker might have new people in that committee. So once those things are done, then we can start our advocacy. But definitely, we'll probably have to have a conversation with Delegate North, and then have a game plan moving forward. Thank you. All right. So the next order of business is Maryland 250.
Yeah, can I say something, please?
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, you're totally fine. So, with regards to the African Heritage Month, I think two things. Number one, if you could, or someone could provide, the goal, the scope, and the expectations of it, right? Just in general sense. So, I know we've been there before. If it's different this year, and the second thing is, I think it should be a task for the committee in general, as opposed to a special committee or a few. I think it's such big a project, and everything we do here centers around the African Heritage Month. And my suggestion would be all of us should be participating in that. So it should be like a committee project, a committee goal, as opposed to a special committee. And few folks have to work and loop all of us in it. That would just be my suggestion. I think it should be just one activity that we all meet bi-weekly, once a month, and organize it as a group. That would just be a suggestion. But then again, what leadership decides is what we'll go with. But that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. I mean, most of us have very busy schedules, and the people in the African Heritage Month Committee are people that are proven to always gather as needed. So I wouldn't like to break that cycle, and then unless the people in the committee themselves, which they're all present here, will say, okay, we need more hands because they've done a phenomenal job throughout the year since we started. So if they say they need us to come in, then I'll definitely agree with that. But they've done a phenomenal job putting it together and then reporting back to us. Of course, all of us will get involved, but coming up with the idea, I'll still love to leave it with them, unless Commissioner Barry, Wambui, Darcy, Adedana, they're all here. If they say we need more hands. If not, I'll say let's leave it the way it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, we're good keeping where it is. But like everything else, we always need more hands on deck, and help. But it's not to create a new thing. We'll continue what we're doing, but always would need some, like we do at every meeting, asking for assistance. Definitely, if people are willing to help, especially once the plans are in place. But I think we're good unless my sister's here thinks something different.
Commissioner Wambui?
I don't, oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Mhm.
Commissioner Maureen.
Thank you. Yes, I would love to believe that yes, we do deliver most of the time. But one thing I would like to request is that the rest of the commissioners, when we reach out and ask for help in reaching out to your circles, like the people you know, the connections you have, it's always hard to get a response. I don't know why people don't want to share, but I feel like that is something we need to work on. Sharing our contacts in our circles is really important because we are all from one community. So we should all be moving in one direction. And if we do not share our contacts in the circles we have and the resources we have, then that creates a division, which is not healthy for our community. So our commission, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
But if I could say, respond to that, I think it aligns to exactly why I proposed what I did, because it is not wanting to share the context. It's that maybe the folks out of the community haven't understood it well, or they haven't bought into the idea, or they have not vested into the vision. Again, because it is secluded. And fast forward 2-3 months from now, and you say, "Oh, Commissioner Song, I need A, B, C, D." I would be inclined to do it because I'm a commissioner, and it's what is the right thing to do. But when folks get involved in a more larger scale, they become more vested, they get more passionate about it and get more interested about it. So that makes it even much easier, And I think it's a good thing. Like the chairman said, if it's not broken up, don't fix it. But I just think that particular event, it's is the crystal event for all of us, and it's such a big event, which we all of us should be participating, or at least supporting this committee way early on, not as the community reaching out to us, but as an obligation because of a structure that is being set up. But again, that's just something for you all to think about. I just think it's just too important to leave it in the hands of a few, and everyone should be involved. Even out of our own silo committees like health, economic, and stuff, this involves all of us. But again, it's just a thought, and I'll revert to the chair's wisdom on this, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Commissioner Dedana?
Yeah, my thought is less about the Heritage Committee, but more about just the general. I just want to say that I agree in a general sense that ideally there should be opportunities for all of us to work together. And it could be in the context of heritage, it could be, something else, whether it's getting a bill passed or something else. I mean, there's a whole host of things that it could potentially be, but I do like that in general. I do think we are unfortunately, I think just like the design of our meetings lends itself to being a barrier to that. I mean, meeting every 2 months officially, which means, that it really just requires a lot of initiative taking on the part of a lot of people at once. And so everybody has their own lives and their jobs and caretaking and, all the things. So I'm hopeful and I would love to see that. And so I just want to echo that. I appreciate you bringing it up. Whether or not it's for like this commission or special working group versus something else is, something that we can discuss, but I do like that in general.
Yeah, thank you. There's an opportunity for that with the 250. So, Dr. Darcy?
Thank you, Chairman. One of the things that I want to add to respond to Commissioner Assong is that The committee, yes, has delivered, but has not really delivered on the scope that we always plan and intend to. And that is as a result of internal constraints and procedures within the office that we have to follow. So my other fellow commissioners can correct me if I'm wrong. Our vision has always been to have a festival event where we bring the Maryland community together. You understand, the African community, ensure the Maryland community together to come and see the exhibition of the African culture. But the constraint within the office and timing and decision making has been very stringent. We can all agree that last year's proclamation was not what we wanted to. We wanted to have a cultural display, but because of one factor or another, we had to go back to the proclamation within the governor's a press room. So what I'm asking for, in as much as we are under the office of GOSI, to understand the cultural aspect of the African community and give us the room and flexibility, and also take into our proposal and our proposals and recommendations when planning festive events like this. It's not a one size fit all process to have our community to come out. It has to be it has to be a structure that attracts them. They have that magnetic force to come out and say, oh, this event is going to be something nice. But I just feel like the protocols within the office is very stringent and don't give us that flexibility to really plan what we to bring to life the vision that we've always had as a community for the African Heritage Month.
Thank you, Commissioner Darcy, and I will say that under the leadership of the new special secretary, things are going to change, and I can vouch for that, and you will see it as we move forward. So I hear you, and those are some of the conversations we've had. She's making a lot of changes that will make it easy for yourselves to be able to serve the community, and she's already making those changes. So, but let's if I think we've exhausted um, this conversation on the Heritage Month. Commissioner Asong, we hear you, and the committee will come back to us, and then we'll take it from there. And
Thank you, Chin.
so, okay, on Maryland 250, I know that Commissioner Dedena probably will give us a briefing, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about some of the conversation we've had. So for the 250, there's a 250 commission. They're having a big event, and then we've all agreed, the chairs of the different commissions, sorry, to have it at Bowie State University. So it's going to be at Bowie State University. The location is excellent. They have a new auditorium that will take about, I think, 150, no, 1,500 people, and the sights and sounds are amazing. I think it's a place that we can set up. So the 250 Commission, they had their budget already. The conversation was whether we should have, each group had their own separate 250 event, but we've agreed that we will all commingle the event at this one big event. And each commission will have its own space to display on the stage and have our own spot at this festival, right? So it will be a whole big festival. The good thing, and while we are, the different chairs agreed to come together, is that if we did it individually, our budget will be, I think it's 25 or 24,000. But if we were doing it with the 250 commission, they will come up with all the money. So we'll just worry about the setup, right? And then just bring in our people to the spot. So I voted yes for that idea because again we will all be able to still showcase, as Dr. Sylvia was saying, still showcase what we are about, bring a culture to this one place. Also emphasize on getting our kids out. um, to also partake in this. There'll be also a parade. So there's, we will have another meeting on just 250 because it's once we get all the information about it. But I know that probably Sherry will have something to say, and then probably Commissioner Adedana. But I'm excited about it, and I did initially nominate Commissioner Adedana and Wambui to be part of the organization, and that is still the case. If anybody else wants to join, please let me know after the meeting. But um, Commissioner Adedana, I'll turn it over to you, and then Cheryl, do you want to come in before Commissioner Adedana? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, so I have been working with Michelle Johnson, who is the director of Maryland 250, and I was actually the catalyst for the Bowie State location. They have, as the chair was stating, the brand new Martin Luther King Auditorium, which is gorgeous and seats 1,500 comfortably inside. It's multi-tiered. It's absolutely phenomenal. But they also have an expansive green space directly out front where we can have all of our tables. So each commission will be able to have a cultural setup, a table where you can where you can have things going on all day long. Um, Thoughts are you could be teaching someone a cultural dance, how to say a phrase in your language. For one of the commissions, I suggested they do teach people to do calligraphy, and the individuals could take that piece of paper with them. But then on the main auditorium stage, which is again is inside and will give people a nice break from the weather, that's where you will have an allotted amount of time that'll be about 20 to 30 minutes on the main stage to provide cultural performance of your choosing. Oh, and again, yes, the day will begin with a parade. That will be a parade of nations, really, where our thought is to have flags be brought in during that parade and have stands that they can be placed in along the route so that we have the flags of all the nations also displayed. But that is my update. We are also looking at the date of September 19th, as August was just far too soon. Bowie State is working to see what their home football game schedule is and see if they could accommodate that 19th date. But that is my update.
All right. Thank you so much for that. I also got some updates myself, so that's good to know because I wasn't going to be able to make the original date and I was really sad about it. So now I can go, or at least I think I can. So in terms of so yes, Commissioner Maureen and I took part in the first meeting. I think there were one or two scheduled, but then they ended up being canceled just before. So unfortunately, we've only met that one time. And I know that kind of what the outcome that you've just heard from Sherry has been, I think, what has been happening behind the scenes to like figuring that part out. Um, One thing that I brought to the first meeting that a lot of folks were energized and excited by was, and this is actually an idea that I had shared within our own commission, but as we were meeting that day, I just it felt that it was an idea that could be even stronger if it was with everybody or with all of the commissions that were present or at least listed in Chief of Staff Yancey's presentation for who was participating. And so I suggested that there be a Maryland 250 cookbook. So instead of it being just for our own commission, which was one of the things that I had suggested perhaps for our African Heritage Month or something down the line, what if it's all of the commissions and their respective cultures are contributing a handful of recipes? What if we get, some of our elected officials to also contribute? And that was an idea that landed well with those who were representing or those who were part of this initial meeting. I've been working with the vice chair of the AAPI Commission, Roxanne Yamashita. And so her and I have been thinking through the deadlines, what it looks like, things to consider. And because we're in a bit of a holding pattern, I mean, everything is ready to go. Our email draft is ready to go. Our, recipe submission form is ready to go. But there was also a lot behind the scenes that still had to get sorted out. So I'm encouraged to hear that we have a new date. That also gives us much more time to print something, which is encouraging. We were going to do it. It was going to be done. There was a whole timeline set, and it was going to be a stretch, but we could have done it. But it's good to know that we don't have to. So thank you for that. And that's about it. I'm happy to answer any other questions. Commissioner Maureen can also offer her thoughts on that first meeting too. But that's all I have, and be on the lookout, hopefully, to submit some food.
And Commissioner Maureen, if I could just interject really quickly, I also have spoken with Michelle Johnson that the planning meetings, when we get to the point where all of the commissions will be involved, those will actually be coming from Maryland 250, with the hopes that our first one will be in-person site visit at Bowie State, and then they can move to virtual from there, because I really want everybody to see the site. I'm sorry, Commissioner Maureen, go right ahead.
No, thank you. I do not have any updates. Commissioner Adedana captured everything. Thank you.
Yeah, and I have to thank both of you also, Commissioner Dedena and Wambui, that you guys are always ready to get into action. Thank you. And on behalf of the whole commission, please continue to do the good work and for your service. Thank you. Commissioner Song, you had your hand up, or they answered your question? You're muted.
Oh no, sorry, I did, but I googled it. I just wanted to ask, what was Maryland 250? For some of us who aren't aware, maybe there are other people on here too. But I just googled it and I kind of figured it out. But if Ms. Cheryl can speak on it and how we get involved in it, that would be
Well,
good.
so
Was it
Commissioner,
Google or ChatGPT? Because I think I saw ChatGPT on your.
No, I just googled it on my
Well,
computer.
let me come to the defense of Commissioner Asong. From October last year till March, January, February, March, his mom was in the hospital. His
Yeah,
mom passed. He
yeah.
had a funeral. He had to travel. So if he's not aware of 250, please let's not penalize him because he was going through a lot.
Thank you
So I come to
thank you
your
so much,
defense.
Dr. Sylvia.
Yeah. So, but you know that America is celebrating
Yes,
200.
I do. I just read it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so is Maryland. So
So does Gochi just like different, groups are supposed to come up with activities to celebrate?
yeah, I mean that was the initial plan, but
Mhm.
the governor set up the 250 commission, and then the task is for the celebration for Maryland to celebrate our own 250. So the 250 commission is tasked with all things celebration for the 250. So part of what the ethnic commissions were supposed to do, we're supposed to do our own individual events to celebrate 250. But
Okay.
now we've agreed to house everything under the 250 commission,
Okay.
which Commissioner Dedana and Maureen are our emissaries in that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chair. Well understood.
I'll let folks know when I hear more. We're also in a bit of a holding pattern. So yeah, as soon as I know, I'll email, let the folks know. I think it's a good opportunity. I think Commissioner Song, it's a great, again, like as you were saying, you know, commission-wide work. I think the 250th is a really good opportunity. And
Yeah, and I'm echoing the same thing. The 250, I mean, there's no exception because each of us come from different backgrounds and connections, as Maureen said, and also we have our own relations. So we really have to celebrate because every commission is bringing out their best and brightest, and so do we. So we have to be part of this one. So that's why I said initially, Commissioner Song, when you were talking about us participating, I said 250 will be that. So thank you. So the next other business is the African Health Summit. I know we.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Please. So as we're talking about the 250, I'm not part of obviously the discussion. But I'm hoping that as the discussion is happening and celebrating 250, especially as ethnic commissions, we remember not everybody was happy for 250. Not everybody is celebrating the 250th anniversary of the existence, right? Because there were people who were here who not necessarily are the Native Americans who were here and not necessarily wholeheartedly celebrating 250. So as we're planning it, I would suggest that we have some consideration and figure out how to interweave an understanding and an acknowledgement of that fact. I'm not there, probably already doing it, but just want to drop it in there for coming from a commission like this.
All right, thank you. The ethnic commission themselves are also part of this planning, which is the Indian Heritage. They are also part of it. So their chair was in the meeting, so they're also part of the planning. So we'll have to go along because they if anybody should raise that, it will be them. But they were part of the meeting we had, and they voted for this. So
oh no, I'm not like in objection. I'm just saying as we do it, celebrating it, it's just acknowledgement. Like, right. So even when we do Independence Day, right, it's to acknowledge where it came from. Acknowledge, that's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm objecting to that whole idea.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Maryland 250 ensures that even every meeting begins with a land acknowledgement. So, and they have been doing this since day one. So they are very, very respectful of our Native community.
Oh, okay. Commissioner Galatu. Commissioner Galetu, you have? Okay. She disappeared?
Oh, I thought, okay, sorry. I'm talking with mute on. Just a suggestion that the committee already formed. So is it possible to have a letter prepared so we can send it to, we would like to have a great turnout. So a letter to the same kind of letter that can go to organization like church, galleries, businesses, community centers. So we can send those letters to, we are celebrating 250, Maryland 250. So we can have the African, the commissioners, under the commissioner's name, we can send those letters to everybody have his own association, business association, community centers and churches, what have you. So we can have this same letter to send out. So just throwing that out so they can have.
This is an amazing idea. Thank you so much. I mean, this is an amazing idea. We will do it. Yeah, we will. Please, Dr. Brown, we'll work on this. As she said, we have a lot of as you know, we have 54 countries, and we have different organizations within Maryland. So letting them know that something like this is going on, and we will also do the legwork to go to some of our faith-based communities, mosques and churches, and let the faith leaders know that this is going on, so that they can announce it on Sundays and Fridays, and also Saturdays. Thank you. That's a great idea. We'll put it together with GOCOA, and then share it, and so that we can start circulating it and personalize it to each of those community organizations that you talk about. Thank you. That's a great idea. Honestly, didn't even think about that. Commissioner Adedana.
Oh, I raised my hand to respond to Commissioner Fatimata's point about acknowledgement, and just to say that completely understand and agree. Actually, as part of work, I did an oral history interview with a member of the Piscataway Conoy tribe, and so it was about his thoughts on 250, and so they are indeed very complicated, at least for him. And I'm not going to say that he speaks for everyone, but for himself, he was quite honest about what 250 meant and didn't mean. In the context of the project that I am spearheading, I know that the Commission on Indian Affairs is a part of it, and so they would also be welcome to submit. And I think in our letter, because there will be some sort of letter from the editor, some sort of welcome at the beginning, we'll do our best to kind of thread the needle of our past, present, and future. So I do want to say thank you for bringing that up, and just know that I hear you and I will do my best.
Thank you. I was going to, for the next order of business was to talk about the African Health Summit, but since we've already had that conversation already, I don't think there's a need to talk about it. But I think that once Commissioner McCabe, once you guys are done with the flyer, can we share it so that the commissioners can start sharing it? I think it's it's less than a month, so if we can get it, that'll be great. Thank you. Cheryl, you had your hand up?
Sure,
I
I'll
was
take a
gonna
couple of
say,
them. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
yeah, I was just gonna say, we should get it out on the socials too. So
Okay.
the flyer
For the okay.
for the health fair, yeah.
Okay. Cheryl. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to comment on the flyer. It just got completed today because we were waiting on the panelists' pictures to be put on it. So
Okay.
that's why it has been delayed. Okay, so that will be going out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, once it goes, everybody gets it, please share your different networks because it's all virtual, so there's no excuse for not for people not to join. It's a conversation we need to have. Thank you. Commissioner Adena, you still have your hand up? Oh, okay. All right. All right. So other business, is there other conversation we need to have?
Chair, I'm gonna let you slide all night. Stop changing the agenda because we adopted it at the beginning of the meeting.
No,
That
no,
was
I
that
know I
was
said other business. Sorry, I
no,
said other business.
it's no other business. You are completed with your
Okay.
agenda, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, sir. So any other conversation that we need to have?
Well, not a conversation, but an observation for
Hmm.
Dr. Brown. I have his picture right here at my junction in front of my house. It's a large and a very handsome looking picture. I want to congratulate you on that. I showed my kids and I said, "Hey, I know him." And they said, "Oh, Daddy, you know a celebrity?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." But good luck, sir.
Okay. Also, I don't know who Agosi will give us an update on who is still with you guys, and so that people are not calling people that are already not no longer with Gosi. So I think we all deserve to know who the new leadership is, who's so that we are not talking to the wrong people. So
Well, for your record, I'm back. So you can reach out to me for all your needs, and then I'll get everything over to the correct person. So you're not bothering higher leadership right now.
okay.
Everybody contact me and I'll make sure you get whatever you need.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Commissioner Wambui. You have
Yes,
your hand.
thank you. Any other business? So I wanted to invite you. I wanted to invite all the commissioners. There is a conference coming up for the Kenyan community. It's gonna be in Catholic University, July 3rd. I'm gonna send out the flyer. I would love to see the commissioners there. Yeah, thank you. July 3rd in the afternoon. So I'm gonna send out the information. And if any one of you commissioners has a point of contact for an engineer, please DM me. Thank you.
There are a lot of engineers. What type of
kind
engineer?
of engineer?
Civil engineer, electrical engineer.
Send me all you got. Sell me all you got. Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Barry.
So as a general point of information, today is Monday the 8th. Early voting starts on the 11th, which is Thursday. And for the Maryland primaries, and don't forget, the Maryland primaries are a closed primary, which means if you get your ballot and the person you like is not on your ballot, it's probably because you're not registered as their party. So don't freak out. And only Democrats can vote for Democrats. Only Republicans can vote for Republicans. If you're unaffiliated, you cannot vote for either one. You can vote for your local and for school board and nonpartisan races. So don't freak out if your person is not on your ballot, if you thought it was supposed to be on the ballot. Plus, please go vote. Please, please, please go vote, regardless of who you're voting for. Please go vote, because I will tell you this, as somebody who's in the political field, at the end of every election cycle, we look to see who has been voting. And your power is in your vote, and is you're showing up as a block. And this is how people see you, whether you can impact their ability to win a race or get them out of office once they're in office. That comes with you voting. You're getting your community out to vote.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry. And as she has echoed, please get the word out in
no matter what you do. Voting is from June the 11th to the 18th. Election day is on the 23rd. So we're here. It's election year. Let's show numbers from our communities, please. And please and thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry. That's why we need the Education Committee to be able to go and educate our people to come out and vote. So please get the word out in the community. Thank you. It's been an excellent meeting. Thank you everybody for participating. This was a good turnout. I think Sherry, you have to come to all our meetings because I think you did the magic, everybody showed up. So thank you, and thank you, Michelle, for everything you've done, and keep doing for the commission, for texting us, reminding us the day before, and that has helped. And I thank everyone for their dedication and also work in the community. Commissioner Blank, please reach out if you need. Okay, all right. So, I'm still here. I need to turn. Okay, all right. So, Commissioner Blank, thanks for joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry I couldn't participate as much as I'd like to.
No problem. Understood. So, with that being said, please continue to do what you do. Be out in the community. If you hear anything that you feel the governor needs to know, please reach out to Dr. Brown. And as Commissioner Barry said, please participate, get the word out in the community, let people know the elections start on June 11th, and watch the World Cup if you have time. And with that being said, I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn.
A motion.
I second.
Any discussion? I hope not. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, no nays. So the meeting is here adjourned. Thank you everybody for joining. Have an excellent evening, and I don't know who you're rooting for the finals, New York or whoever you root for. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.